Well, the Texas Legislature is in session, and you know what that means. Somebody once said, "No man's freedom or property is safe when the Texas Legislature is in session." And that is particularly true for homeschoolers as well. So almost 40 years ago, we started homeschooling our family, and just a few thousand people across the state of Texas were homeschooling in this modern day of home education. And we learned the hard way that you cannot not pay attention to what the legislature is doing, because indeed they can do things that limit, restrict, or take away our freedom. And so the Texas Homeschool Coalition is in Austin. We're there with a great team of staff and interns, the watchmen, who are working hard to read bills and to file legislation that will enhance our freedom, enhance the right of parents to make decisions for their kids. And so bills are being filed. We're reading those bills. And I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about two major opportunities that we are pursuing that would enhance the freedom for both homeschoolers and for all parents in Texas. So first of all, Representative Cody Vasut has filed a constitutional amendment, an amendment to the Texas Constitution. Now, these are difficult to pass because it requires 2/3 support in both the House and the Senate. And once that is done, then it has to go to the vote of the people for a majority vote. Cody Vasut's amendment, HJR 37, would actually amend the Texas Constitution to prohibit state or local entities, governmental entities, from regulating or restricting homeschools or private schools in Texas. And of course, we would support that. This, should it happen, would actually give a greater degree of protection for private schools and homeschools in Texas. So the current situation in Texas is that homeschools, including private schools, are not regulated or restricted by the local or state government. That could change at any point in time by simple majority vote of both houses if the governor signed that bill into law. Now, let me be clear. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but if we can enhance the protections of private and home schools through the amendment of the Texas Constitution, that is a good thing. And so the Texas Homeschool Coalition is supporting that effort, and we'll be working on that regard. And then the DO division of the Texas Homeschool Coalition, called the Family Freedom Project, is working on CPS reform and some other legislation that impacts all the families in Texas. And Representative Dustin Burrows has filed HJR 85, another potential amendment to the Texas Constitution that would actually protect the right of parents in Texas to raise their children. This would be a huge game changer. And the reason that it would obviously enhance the protection of families. And we think in the current environment, with the understanding of so many people now, why empowering parents to make decisions for their children is so critical, because of what we've seen during the pandemic in terms of school districts usurping the authority of parents, CPS seeking to overcome the right of parents. This is the time to do that. So this is a bill that would amend the Texas Constitution. Dustin Burrows is carrying that. And one of the problems that we continue to see is at the federal level, much of the case law is driven by litigation that happens at the federal level. And I don't have to tell most of you that we continue to have judges appointed at the federal level who really don't believe that parents ought to have a right to really raise their children. They really believe that the government at the state or local or federal level should be able to interfere in that. So this is an effort that would be hugely impactful for the protection of parents. So I hope you'll read the blog post below. We've clicked on and click on some of the links there to see the specifics of these pieces of legislation. And I hope you'll continue to subscribe to our channel. I hope you'll share this video, and I hope you'll continue to help us keep Texas families free.